we're back in the kitchen and we are cooking something muy bueno. We're making, what do you reckon? What does this look like, this collection of ingredients?
Mexican dish.
Yes. What do you think, Sabella?
Oh, I don't know.
Nick, what do you think?
Well, I know because I read the cookbook back there. We're having burritos, Alice.
Yes,
Burritos.
we are having burritos, and we're making leftover chicken burritos. So if you've got some leftover roast chicken in the fridge, this could be a really great option. So I'm going to start this situation over here while you guys get onto the guacamole. Does that sound good? Wonderful. Okay, so Bryce, I'm going to get you, before we get the guac, to talk through this. What does that look like to you?
Chicken.
Excellent. Magical deduction skills there. Sabella, what do they look like?
I've forgotten the name.
It starts with a B.
Sorry, I'm having a mental blank.
That's okay.
That's all right.
Blank is close. Do you want to phone a friend?
They're beans.
Yeah,
Beans.
beans,
Yeah.
absolutely. And they're kidney beans because they look a bit like a kidney. See that? See that? Check it out. Beanie. Now, we've been talking about them. What's that? Have a whiff.
Tomato.
Tomato, exactly. It's a tomato paste. And then we've got some spices over here. I know you know what this one is, Nick.
That's paprika. Give that a smell. Pretty strong, isn't it? Ooh.
Smoky paprika, that one is. And this is called cumin, and it's a ground cumin. And I'm going to actually start by popping the spices in there, and all the other ingredients are going to go into this pan with some onion that I've been sweating down slowly. Now, as we are doing this, I'm going to get Bryce and Sabella to get onto the guac, because the guac is the extra delicious part. So, Sabella, I'm going to get you to juice that lemon for me.
And Bryce, you're going to just scoop out the avocado.
Wonderful.
Should we put it in the big bowl, Alice, or the small bowl, the avocado?
I reckon the small bowl for now.
small
Oh, actually, no, big bowl.
Let's go
Make
large.
it the
Let's go
big boy
large.
bowl. And you can see over here, Sabella, if you want to squeeze that lemon a little bit firmer down, that'll just get even more juice out, which is wonderful, which is what we're going for. That's brilliant. Looking great. Wonderful. Meanwhile, over in this pan, once you can smell them, then you can start adding the other ingredients. Wunderbar. How's Bryce going over there with the avocado?
He's on fire. Bryce is an avocado pipper from way back, by the looks of it.
That's great.
Yes.
And if you're doing this at home, of course, you can get the grown-up to slice the avocado in half, and then you can just scoop it out as Bryce is doing there. That's looking fabulous.
And now start
Looking
mashing it.
good. All right, now we can start adding the juice to the guac. So just pour the lemon juice into the guacamole, Sabella, and then a little bit, pinch of salt, pinch of pepper once you bring it over to me. Wonderful. Meanwhile, I'm gonna add this chicken. Oh, hear that sizzle? Talk to us about the smell, because we don't have smell-o-vision just yet. Sabella, what are you smelling?
Well, I'm smelling spices and chicken.
Yes?
Interesting to see the change colour. It's really got a sort of a caramelly colour to it. It's looking very appetising.
That's the paprika. Does it smell appetising? Delicious?
Yes.
Does it smell like something that you might make at home, or might help Mum and Dad make at home?
Yeah, Mum makes lots of this sort of stuff sometimes.
Do you help her out with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Do you have like jobs that you do specifically in the kitchen?
Well, usually Mum gets me to chop things or put things in.
That's good. So the chopping, you must be very responsible in the kitchen then. What about you, Bryce?
I usually grate carrots.
Oh.
That's a great job to start with. I like it. Thank you very much. I'm here all week. Try the chicken. Now into here, I'm gonna add the kidney beans, because you want all of this to be nice and warm. It's all cooked though, so obviously you don't need to cook this for very long. It's a great afternoon snack.
It's great to use the leftovers, isn't it? I was using
Yeah.
absolutely everything.
I love using leftovers in my cooking, kind of because it makes me feel really creative. Do you make any sort of creative dishes yourself, Bryce?
Not really. Not that much.
You were telling me about a lemon cake that sounded pretty creative.
Oh yeah. I like to make some cakes, and especially lemon cakes.
Lemon
Isabella,
cakes
there'll
are
be no
good.
chocolate in the burrito, unfortunately, so just keep the chocolate away for now.
Not this time. Now that guac doesn't need anything else. If you have Spanish onion or spring onion or garlic, you can pop that in as well. But it's looking like we don't have any of that, so you just work with what you've got, really. Just a pinch of salt, if you can bring it up over a little bit closer. Wonderful, pinch of salt, a little bit of olive oil. Yeah! And mush that up, and that's ready to go on. This is almost ready to pop onto our warmed tortillas. Nick, do you want to grab the ingredients for the
sure.
burritos just behind? We've got lots of different things to put onto the burrito, and I'm going to get you, Sabella and Bryce, to tell us what everything is. Does that look familiar to you, this situation? Good. Assembly dishes are my favourite because it's like having a bit of creative fun in the kitchen. What is this?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Or as they say in Spain, queso.
Queso.
Queso. Maybe
Yes,
my pronunciation's a bit off there.
Yeah,
Queso.
queso. And of course, that being
Tomato.
tomato.
Or as they say in Spain, no, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they could be called tomato in Spanish as well, because tomatoes do originate from the New World, or were brought over from the New World to Spain. What's that? Let us figure it out. What, Sabella? What do you think?
Lettuce.
Lettuce. Very good. This, of course, is a tricky one. I'll let you give it a whiff.
Mayonnaise.
Mayo is close. This is a sour cream.
Oh,
and then we've got the coriander as well. We're going to start building. We've got the tortillas. They've been warming.
Burrito time.
Yeah, it's burrito time.
Actually, burrito is a Spanish word for little donkey, because what we're going to make is going to look like little donkeys, and little donkeys look a little bit like puggles.
Wow.
Yes, they do. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That's brilliant. You have absolutely smashed that out of the park. Now, speaking of smashing out of the park, this is going to look smashing as well. We're going to start by popping a little bit of lettuce as a bit of a bed on the bottom. So if you want to grab some lettuce,
Yeah.
just start popping all that stuff.
Get
Get
the mix
in
in
there.
there, guys.
And
Get the mix in
there's
there.
no real sort of order to it. Obviously, this is hot, so let it cool a little bit before you start popping it in the burrito. You don't want to burn your little puggle tongue. Nope. Don't even take that one. That was terrible. Then on top of that, you can pop some of this mix. There we go. Maybe if you want to bring your chopping board over, I'm going to bring it over there. See, there we go.
That's not too heavy for you?
Wonderful.
Nice.
Oh, I like it. That is divine.
Great. I absolutely love this recipe, Alice.
thank you.
Luckily, it's on our website as well, so
Yeah.
everyone can jump on there and check it out and do it at home as well, because it is pretty easy. Do you think, Bryce, would you describe it as easy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a very good one to make for an afternoon snack or for a dinner if you've got friends coming around. And if you don't have chicken to use, you can sub it out for whatever's in the fridge. If you've got some roast lamb or if you've got anything like that. And now the last thing that you're going to do, I'm going to show you how you roll it.
I'm going to put
roll
cheese
it.
on mine.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I like the
Bit
queso.
of the queso.
And some
queso.
New World tomato as well.
Thank you. Bit of curry. Sabella, do you want to pop the coriander on? Excellent. This is our combined effort
Good stuff.
burrito.
Do you want more
and
cheese?
the sour cream, of course.
Really? I'm going to go pretty friendly with
Get
the
in there.
cheese.
Get in there. And we are going to eat these while you guys take a little rest. Make this at home. It's so delicious. You won't be able to resist it.
Get some
Wrap it in there.
hard work goes in as
See
well.
that, Sabella? Do you want to finish off the wrap? Hey, wonderful. And then the final thing, if you want to keep it nice and sealed, is pop a little toothpick in there and then pop it onto that plate. Looking delicious.
Great job.
Yum. Ay caramba. I can't wait to dig into these. We'll see you right after this. Put that there.
Crunch time.